Guys, this is my new cat. He's so cute. He's called Claude and we got him from the RSPCA. Ow. He's a grey tabby crossed with a Bengal and he's so good. He's not allowed out for 3 weeks, so he's got a week and a half to go until he's allowed outside. But yeah, that's my new cat, guys. He's such an angel. Anyway, hello my real sunshines, all of you. I hope everyone's doing okay. So as you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be doing another advice video, and I can't remember if someone requested me to do this. I think someone did, and it's basically how to cope I've already forgotten what I'm actually filming. It's how to cope while being off work due to being signed off sick. As you would have seen on my previous videos that I've done, I was off sick from my job for 10 months last year. And I know that you could feel quite isolated because you could be off sick for a while. Like, everyone will be off for their own reasons, and so not everyone will be off for the same amount of time. It all depends what your personal issues are. So I'm going to try and give you some advice the best I can. So when you're off sick from work, I do always recommend that you always pop into your work still, like at least once a week or a couple of times a week, so that you don't become detached from your work, if that makes sense. And because the longer you don't go into your work, the more harder it's going to be for you to actually go back into your workplace, if that makes sense. So if you keep popping in there like at least once a week, you won't feel as scared to go back, if that makes sense, because you would have got used to going back, and you would have got used to being in the environment and seeing people. I know that when I first was signed off sick from work, like the first month or two, I literally wouldn't go in work. I think it's because I was scared what people would think of me and that they were going to judge me. But like, to be fair though, like your colleagues and managers, they'll probably just be really worried about you. They'll be asking if you're okay, and they'll probably talk about you for like a couple of minutes, and then that'll be it, be old news. I know I always overthink everything and I always worry what people think of me, but so the more you go into your work, the easier it will be for you when you do eventually go back to work. I know that, like, when it's like mental illnesses, if you've been signed off for like anxiety, depression or any other mental illness, then make sure you try and do what you can. Like, keep yourself distracted as much as possible. Like, don't isolate yourself, because I know that when you could get used to like being off work, and that means that because when you're working, you have to go to work, you have to go out and do things, and if work is your only socialising area for you, then you could find yourself being trapped in your own home for like God knows how long, for all the time that you're being off. So I would always recommend try and like socialise with your friends, or just try and keep yourself distracted. Like, even if you don't see friends, like, or just go out for a walk, like go for a bike ride, go to the shop, and if you can drive, go for a drive. There's loads of things you can do to like keep yourself busy, but I would recommend seeing people, because then you don't isolate yourself. Obviously it's a bit hard if you're off work because you broke your leg. That's a bit tricky, but hopefully your friends could come round to your house, or you could go around their house and you won't have to do anything major. You could just sit down and have a chat, or you could even go out for like a coffee. Like, They can like help you, like push you in your, you can like use crutches or whatever. But the main thing is to not isolate yourself when you're off sick, because the more you isolate yourself, the more harder it will be for you to get out of the house and then to actually go out and see people. I know it's easier said than done. For me to be able to go into my work still when I was still off sick, well, I work in a supermarket, and so I do my food shop in my work anyway. So for me to be able to get back into the routine of me going into my work, to make me more used to the environment again, I used to go food shopping with my mum, and to be fair, it was absolutely fine. I think that's what got me back into going into my work, because I used to go food shopping with my mum like every week, and by the time I was back at work, like it was like I wasn't even off, because I would have already been into my work so many times beforehand. When you're off sick, and if you're going to be off sick for a long time, then try and come up with some things to look forward to whilst you're off, so you're not really dwelling on your thoughts and you're not sat in your own four walls in your bed. So if you plan things to look forward to whilst you're off sick, then that should make it a bit more easier for you, because then you're not going to be overthinking whilst you're at home. Like, I know when I was off sick, like I was off sick from March last year until January this year. I was planning to do things. So in June last year, I went to the summertime ball, which was absolutely amazing. So obviously you don't have to go that extreme, because that was very expensive. But even if you like just do little things, like go for a coffee with your friends, like go to the cinema, go shopping, go for like a meal, go for cake, go for a coffee, like literally there's so many things you can do, like, because we are actually quite blessed in this aspect, because we are able to do things more and there's more freedom for us now. That's literally all my advice that I'm gonna be able to give you, because there's not really much advice you can do other than make sure you don't isolate yourself, keep going into your workplace so you are still familiar with your surroundings and the environment, keep your work informed on what's going on with you, and that could be another reason for you to go into your work. Just try and keep yourself busy and distracted whilst you're off, because if you don't keep yourself distracted, then the time will go so slow and you'll always be looking at the clock and clock watching, and oh god, that would be so boring, honestly. Hopefully you won't have to be off sick for so long, but in that time, in the long run, it's just for you to get better at the end of the day. And for me, I think the reason why it went quite quick for me was because I was currently getting some sort of help, so I had to go to appointments every week, and I think that's what kept me a bit distracted, because I knew I had to go to my appointments, and yeah. So I think the main thing is to, when you have time off, to just look after yourself that little bit extra, because you need to get yourself better, whether it's a mental illness, or a physical illness or anything, and just use the time to do self-care basically. But yeah, that's everything that I've got to say, I think. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye!